Yeah.
Welcome to the latest Denny Artachi show. I have Tom Whittelsey and Ellen Murphy. We have a full house today. We're going to just talk about, Tom has an interesting company, wood, right?
Yes.
You
In the exotic wood business.
in the exotic wood business.
Yes.
And but you and Ellen know each other because Ellen is God, Ellen, your resume, you're master Reiki, right? You
Yes.
teach yoga.
Uh-huh.
In fact, isn't that how you met Tom?
Yes.
Yes.
Tom
Okay.
is
In the
a
yoga room.
devoted hot yoga
15 years.
student. Yes. 6 a.m.
Tom is so relaxed. I mean, he didn't take a Quaalude or anything. He's been practicing breathing real nice, and But your exotic wood company is called Jacaranda, right?
Jacaranda, which in Portuguese means Brazilian rosewood. So it's a name of a tree. Brazilian
Listen,
rosewood.
as a musician, the most exotic vintage instruments were made with Brazilian rosewood. Now,
Wow.
can you still get that imported? I mean, I thought it was like
no.
that's
It's on a CITES list, which is a ban from exporting or cutting down in the country. So we have some Brazilian rosewood veneers still in house, which we could sell since we've had it for many years. But it's really not. There's other rosewood species that look like Brazilian rosewood that we now sell.
So in other words, like I said, you're not legally allowed to
Harvest it.
harvest it.
No.
Wow. What happens if you get caught with it?
Well, I wouldn't want to know that.
Right.
As with the guitar company.
I don't know how they do it because they stopped it years ago, but they're still making them with it. You know, it was so funny. We were speaking in my office about even every business, someone tries to sue you for something. So tell people that funny story that your truck was going
I
sometime.
used to have another company which was in the wholesale plywood and lumber veneer business, and we had trucks running all over South Florida.
Okay.
You know, with big piggy bats on the back of the truck, and so one day when the driver stopped at the end of an exit, off a turnpike, and he's there, and a cop car runs to the back of him.
A cop car
Runs in the back of him underneath the piggyback on the back, and smashes the window and crushes the trunk, et cetera, et cetera. And there's a prisoner in the back of the car. He's taking him to jail. So
what do you think it was? The cop was looking at his computer or something?
Yeah,
How does a cop car run into a truck?
He was distracted, either a computer or his iPhone. Who knows? He just
So you
was
literally, they tried to sue you.
So the prisoner sued us. I'm sure once he got in jail, all the word went out. Oh no, you got to sue the guy.
Oh, that's what. Right. Someone told them.
Oh, sure. So they don't figure these things out on their own. They just hear through word of mouth.
Ellen, has anyone tried to sue you because they didn't like your yoga class or anything?
No, we just get up and
that
leave.
will be next.
We just get up and leave.
Right. You promised them a calmer, peaceful life, and they're still nuts, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to sue you.
We can only try.
I came up because as we were talking about what I do, I've been doing this since '94, and I've never been sued or had a customer complaint, which is so rare.
Yeah.
Because people, come on, if the coffee's too hot, they're going to sue you. You know?
Oh.
It's insane.
It's
So-
totally crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a website, right?
Jacaranda.com.
Okay, so you mostly focus on high-end homes?
Commercial spaces now, more so.
Commercial.
Before we did a lot of high-end homes, a lot of the big-time golfers and basketball players and et cetera that live here in Palm Beach County.
Really? Like who? Whose house? Oh, you can't say, right.
Not
You might
supposed
not.
to say, but
Oh, that's right.
Like,
But
you name it, the best golfer in the world.
the best golfer in the world, got
the,
it.
The best basketball player in the world.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's right, because they're all here.
They're all here. They all live here.
Folks, you have no idea. We're so blessed to live in the Jupiter area. I mean, I don't know. Thank you, God. I don't know what I did, but
Yes.
I so love this area.
Yeah.
Because, they're not, first of all, they can't build more on it. And celebrities all live here. We're close to the beach. It's just a beautiful area. So is your business located here?
Well, it's now located in Boca Raton, basically, South Boca. So it's about a 35, 40-minute drive for me to get to the office, which nowadays I don't go in till later, and I leave early. I go there. I said, okay, everybody, let's go to lunch. Take everybody to lunch, and then do my work, and then off.
So, I mean, is your business mostly referrals?
No, it's mostly it's a specified product through the architect and designer. So our distributors will call on the architect and designer for specifications for projects. BlackRock offices in New York City, we did all 7, 8 floors of it. Whether it's a performing arts center down the street, we did Lincoln Center, New York City.
Yeah.
We've done skyboxes in stadiums, so it's a diverse area, but most of it nowadays is more commercial oriented than residential.
How in the heck did you get into this?
Yes, please.
Wait,
I was just going to ask
like,
you
what,
that.
what's your
Take us back.
background? Yeah.
I was
Take us
born
back.
into it.
Yeah, right. He was born, right. I'm going to make exotic
Yeah.
buildings and...
No, it's my father started the business, and we moved from New York down to Coral Gables when I was a little tyke, 6 years old.
Yeah.
He was in charge of shipping operations for Exxon Corporation for Latin America, and they had offices in the Gables, and so his job was to make sure those ships didn't deadhead anywhere. They always full of something on deck or below deck.
Yeah.
So he noticed at the time a lot of logs being put on deck and being shipped all over the world. And he said, maybe this is a business I can do.
Ship wood, right.
Ship wood, right.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's how our relationship with our parent company, the Japanese, was developed. My father was selling them logs out of South Central America, where there was Honduras mahogany or other species of...
That's another wood for instruments,
Yeah.
Honduras mahogany.
Right.
What they made, especially in the 50s into the 60s.
Yeah.
Honduras mahogany, Brazilian rosewood,
Ebony.
and ebony as well, and then the flame maple.
Yeah.
So, but it's funny. Ellen tells me you're a yogi. I said, I didn't know you were a cartoon character. What does that mean, you're a yogi?
Yeah. I have just a big glop on the floor.
Is she
No.
tough when she teaches?
No. Ellen has a calming voice. Actually, I always
She
think
does.
Ellen should be doing the late classes. But
Really?
she has a difficult time getting there on time. But
Dude, she does have I have messages from her like a year or so ago. She's like, hi, Denny.
Right.
It was nice to talk with you the other day. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to keep this message here.
Well, in
Is
the
it
morning,
because-
you're laying on a mat.
So how does she talk in the class?
Very much like that.
Like
Just
that,
really,
right?
Yeah, very soft.
Ellen, do you ever
very-
do you get angry or rattled?
Of course.
Yeah,
I'm a
right.
human.
Do you? Yeah.
I am, of
What?
course.
How do you speak when you?
Well, I do try
I've
to
never
practice.
seen her rattled or yell at
Right,
anybody.
exactly.
Right.
She's like chilled,
But
right?
this is supposed to be chill, but we got a very dysfunctional class. I mean, we've
Oh,
got
really?
People, oh God, because people obsess over things, like we have a crack in the door.
Be honest. Do the guys hang out in the back?
I'm right up front in the mirror because I'd
Okay.
rather see the people in the mirror, and I can't see myself on the back. So.
I've been wanting to take a yoga class because I've wanted
This
I
first
don't want
class,
to joke out.
You'll join.
People would pay for that soothing voice,
Oh my God.
1-900, calm
Well,
me down.
She should do the 6 at 8 o'clock at night class because in the morning you kind of want to get yourself going, but her
Yeah.
voice is like, you relax.
So I'm saying you go there to relax, don't you?
No, this is stressful. This is 90 minutes and 105 degrees. This is hot yoga.
Really? Oh.
The result of it is a lot of clarity and peace.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Yes.
So you're sweating your people. There I am
Yeah.
thinking she's cool.
Yeah,
You're like a drill sergeant or some crap.
You're
Well,
just
we do it in a
drenched.
way that you're not supposed to really recognize that. That's
Right.
you're supposed you're pushing your body
Yeah.
to its maximum, right?
Pushing
And
it
then-
how? With
Well,
positions?
yes, because you're contorting your body in a way that is uncomfortable, to say the least. The heat elements also are another dynamic.
So that's the key to yoga. You gotta be in an uncomfortable position.
No,
and
you need to learn how to breathe.
Thank you. I was just
Breathe.
going to say that.
Because
I've
I've seen guys come in there that are bodybuilders, massive,
yeah.
all over, and they come and they think, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake, no problem.
No.
And they're down on the floor, down and out in 15 minutes. 10
Right.
15 minutes.
Yes.
I'm sure you've seen it numerous times.
Yes.
Because they don't learn how to breathe. And they get all worked up and they're straining, they're pushing
I
themselves
told
so
you
hard.
to the last few days and last week. I was reading more about breathing because I've changed my diet, my exercise routine.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that, breath is so important because it keeps your cortisol levels low. It resets your autonervous systems, right? But it's not taught. No one talks about that except the Buddhist and meditation type of people do, and yoga does it.
Of course.
But how
It does it
many
in a
people?
silent way. They don't
Yes.
tell you this is what's happening to you. These are the benefits from doing.
But how
Yeah.
many people are tweaked out and stressed because they simply don't breathe correctly?
Oh.
They're breathing shallow
Mm-hmm.
through the chest and not letting I know why I've been breathing shallow, because I've been holding in this Goodyear blimp in the middle here, right?
Mhm.
But since I've been letting it go and not worrying about what people say, I'm losing weight and it's getting smaller. It's something weird about that.
Mm.
But it's the breath, right?
Yeah.
It's people listening, what kind of tips can you give them to breathe correctly?
Our first exercise every day, we do 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises.
Mhm.
That's that's the basis of the Bikram hot yoga is. And so your first exercise is a breathing exercise. And it's a in and out exercise, and you're doing, I don't know, 30 of them, I guess.
Absolutely.
About,
We always, we
And you
always
don't
think of-
hyperventilate, right?
No,
It's
no,
kind of
you just
breathe,
got to
hold.
breathe, and you just
Yes.
got to control your brain more than anything.
True.
If you let your brain start to flee, then you're done. You'll flee the room.
Do you ever practice like keeping low reps to like 4 or 5 a minute? Because a lot of people are probably like around 14, 15 if they don't watch it. With their
Yeah.
What?
Slow breathing.
slow, right?
1,000%.
Yeah.
So like how many
1,000%.
times would be optimal for the minute?
I would say I can only tell you what I do.
Yeah.
For 1 minute, I at the most 2 or 3. Yeah, you have to
You see,
slow it
this is
down.
why she's
Is
like,
that
are
longer
you kidding
exhale? Well, we begin and end each class with breathing, but that is they say the breath always comes first. It should dominate and trump everything else. in the
Everything.
room. Everything in life.
Yeah, and then
Right?
all the postures you need to breathe, otherwise you can't get into them.
Exactly.
Your brain will just.
So you have to
Literally.
breathe, otherwise you can't get in a certain position.
It's true.
Because you just need to be calm about it.
And it shuts off the sympathetic, which is fight, flight, flee.
Yeah.
And it turns on the parasympathetic, which is repair mode, rest mode. So it brings that peace and clarity. And with that elongated exhale, it even does more than that. It even makes that experience more impactful. So it really is. You touched on
Yeah,
it.
you're
The center of all things.
you already have 2 postures out of 28. So you got only 26 more postures to go.
There you go. He'll be joining
Yeah,
us.
I'm like, I don't fear many things in life, but I think I went to one yoga class years ago because I was like, hey, I've been reading about it. Let me go. But it was one of those yogas that was like boot camp. That instructor was in the beating the hell out of all of us. Not, hey, I want you all to relax. Like, I'm already relaxed sitting next to Ellen and speaking instead of being the typical type A New Yorker personality.
Yeah, well, when I went in for the first time, I said I'd come off of running marathons and all that kind of stuff and triathlons, doing that kind of mishmash. And I said,
And how many years
this-
have you been practicing?
15.
Tell us.
15.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so
15 years you've been doing yoga?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15
He's-
years.
How about you, Ellen? How
He's
long?
about 22. Yeah, I got
Okay.
certified in 04 and started in 2001. I started
Do,
practicing.
do,
yeah.
do you drink coffee?
I don't anymore. I drink a lot of tea.
How about you?
Yes,
Okay. I like coffee.
I have coffee every morning.
I have it before I go to the gym.
Yeah, I
Love it.
I'd have
And
it
I
every
like
morning for
espresso. I don't like the fancy.
Mm.
It's funny if I know she's like, no
No,
espresso.
I love it. I just can't because
Because it gets you going.
It gets me riled up. Yeah.
Well, see that I do it when I'm going to the gym because it gets me going
Right.
to exercise
Yeah.
instead of these energy drinks. But a lot of these coffee places, they have these fancy. I screw them up at Starbucks. I'll say, yeah, let me just have a bold coffee. That's it. That's it.
You didn't get the size
No
down.
upside down
Yes.
macchiato, half caramel. No,
Yes.
just a drip coffee.
Yeah.
Boring.
Cheaper though.
But so you gave up coffee years ago because it just tweaked you out.
That, and I think it started bothering my
Your
my
stomach. Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm, yeah. if
How
I'm
about
not being
alcohol?
honest, kind of stopped doing that. The sugar. It just feel
Exactly.
like the next morning I just don't.
I
know.
go on and off. I'm now like, what's today's date? The 16th?
Depends on the day.
Yeah, it's the 16th.
So I'm 16 days since
Into
my last
drink.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Now it's not. It's
Excellent.
not. You don't have to be an alcoholic to understand that alcohol is not good for you in any form. There's no health benefit at all. I know they said, "Hey, moderate." No, that's all garbage. It's a type 1 carcinogen. So when you remove it, like coffee and everything, your body's like, oh. And listen, I'm not anti knock yourself out, get drunk, get a
course.
DUI, do all the stuff that you want to do. But what I'm saying is it helps me on this path that I'm on. That's one of the reasons I wanted you all here to speak about your business, but the yoga part, because people need ways of calming down and being healthy
Yeah.
so that they're not on medication.
Just go walk the mall right now.
They're nuts with the Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So what I'm saying is,
Parking spaces are
I won't dare.
Yes.
so back on the alcohol, for me, when I stay away from it, I lose weight.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I did a
Sugar.
30-day challenge a couple of years ago, and it was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, it really.
It makes you wonder why you went back, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you know, and I'm strictly a wine drinker, so
Okay.
you know, it wasn't like I was drinking hard alcohol all the time, but that sugar level really dropped.
It is the big thing, sugar. Think about it. Sugar is like the worst thing for us to ingest. That's why the bad carbs are what kill us, not fat. They sold us where it was the opposite. Hey, eat
It's
all
true.
the grains you can, but no.
Yeah.
We're ingesting it, it all turns into sugar. So
Yeah.
I think that's good that you don't even drink alcohol. So your system
Try
is
not to.
purified and you eat well, right?
I do, just mainly proteins and greens.
Right.
But, you know, it's never a perfect science. Like you said, depending on the
Right.
day, if there's like, you know, a cookie there, that's all. That's
Ellen,
always a
can you walk
temptation.
around a yoga room, everybody's sweating, you know, and smell? Okay, this guy had
This guy
wine,
had-
this
yeah.
guy had beer.
Definitely.
You definitely.
You can? No way.
Definitely.
You,
Yeah,
I
I have
can
no
tell
sense
if
of
someone
smell.
has garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
I
yeah.
can tell that.
Yeah, oh, that's
But you
the
can
the-
smell if they had.
Sure. I mean,
Get
they're-
out of here.
They're sweating it out. The room's, you know, 105, often much higher. And so you can smell that coming out of somebody's
whatever's in
skin.
the body.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if someone comes into your room and they're not quite, they might pass out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does that ever
right,
happen?
Oh, absolutely.
We've had experiences.
What do you
yeah.
do? You stop. All right, stop, everyone. Who knows CPR?
Yeah.
I mean, really? Have you had some people pass out?
Yeah, there has been, and
Oh.
you know, not thank goodness, not.
That's
got
got to freak you out a little bit.
But
Usually
we
you
hear
take them
stories.
out of the room and they lie on the floor.
That's
Hey,
right.
Joey,
Give
Joey,
him
take this guy out,
Give
all
him
right?
some sea salts.
Yeah.
And
give him sea salts?
Yeah, that helps. Sea salt and lemon and
Oh
honey
my
are the
God.
best electrolytes. I want to get back to
His business?
I want to circle back.
Yeah.
Well, this is an extremely humble, just amazing human that we have
Oh,
here.
get
now.
out of here.
No.
I'm
So-
just a human.
So we were talking about this. Right before we started that about legacy companies,
Mhm.
and so and how legacy companies tend to fail as the second, even more so into the third generation. So I want to understand how you talk about all your customers, high profile customers. That's a testament to you. How are you doing this?
How are we
What is
doing
your
it?
secret?
First of all, how do you get these high profile
It's a testament to Tom.
It's really from specifications. You know, it's getting to the architects and designers for specification work. Now, the longevity of the business, of course, a lot of it has to do with our business partners, which are Japanese, and they're a Japanese family-owned business, and they're over $100 million a year in sales, in production, and so forth. And My
Right.
father, through selling logs, they said, well, we're buying your logs, why don't you buy our veneers, and that's how we got in the veneer business, and that's where it all grew. And matter of fact, I was just over there 2 years ago for their 100th anniversary for the company
Where in Japan?
in Tokyo. Right outside of Tokyo in
So
Shinkiba. But
lovely.
yeah, it is. But and so the current president lived with us in the States for 2 years when he was being brought up in the company, and it was
Wow.
part of his grooming. And
He
we
stayed with you and
and then he got his
So
own
beautiful.
condo. Then his wife got pregnant. She went back to have the
Wow.
baby. He went back to be with the baby, and then they came back with the baby. So, and that little baby now is the next one in line to take over the company.
So when you say
Oh, my
legacy, meaning
goodness.
you're keeping it in a family and there's
Family.
a succession.
And, right,
It's
their family
beautiful.
and my family.
Because
Yes.
I like, in my estate planning division, we have a legacy department
Mhm.
because I think it's important not just to leave your money and assets, but collect pictures, stories. Often
Yeah.
by the second generation you're gone, they don't even know who you are. So we have a division where you can say, hey, great grandchild, don't mind your parents. I did the best I could. But here's what my belief system is going. Here's what made me
Yeah.
who I am. And I get that a lot from, I have World War II veterans that I love speaking to them. Nothing shakes them.
Yeah.
You would think they go to your yoga class.
Ah, that's wonderful.
But their longevity is based on not getting involved with the news, being positive,
Mm-hmm.
removing negativity, which is something else I'm focusing on as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to think positive thoughts, but when you remove negativity,
It's so hard to avoid.
Yeah.
I mean, because
It
you
is-
turn on the TV and it's all
well,
negative.
that's
Yeah.
why
No.
I limit myself to
Yeah.
television, because that's exactly right.
Right.
But
One-
even sports, which should be a thing of gets negative. Remember
Right.
when they were doing the
Yeah.
football players doing the kneeling again.
Yeah,
all that kind
I
of stuff.
know.
That turned me off of the NFL right
It
there.
did, right?
I stopped
Wow.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Yeah.
like we don't need this.
Right.
It's kind of like you see a comedian or a talk show host, and now their 15-minute monologue is about politics and stuff
Yeah.
that I didn't tune in for that. I tune in for you to make me laugh
Yeah.
Yeah.
or get inspired. You're right. I mean, negativity is in a lot of places, and probably your 15 years of yoga has helped you tremendously with your business, hasn't it?
Has it?
Because
you always
Great
have
stuff-
question.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
it's right. Oh, well, more than anything, it's been able to bring me back to my life as a kid, which I loved golf. I played golf, and I went to college on a golf scholarship.
You did.
I love
Yeah.
golf too.
Yeah,
Wow. Where did you
And
go, Tom?
University of Miami,
Oh,
and
so you
Where
were
where
really
poor
good.
people go, University of Miami.
well, with scholarship, it wasn't difficult, And it was
You
That's
have a
right. That's
scholarship for
really
UM on
hard.
golf?
on golf.
So
Right
you're
now,
so much golfer.
they don't even have a men's golf team anymore.
So you were
they have
like,
a women's.
at some point, were you contemplating going pro?
Yes, but of course, once I was done with college, my back, I have 4 herniated discs in my back.
Wow.
And so, I had to quit golf. I quit golf for 40 years. And I just came back to it, about 10 years ago. Yeah. So that's,
Just amazing.
Yeah.
Is it a lot of the muscle memories? You didn't
Oh,
notice a
yeah.
lot of-
It's like, when you
How
first
well do you
start
play
out,
now?
I'm a 3 handicap.
That's well, folks, in case you're
Oh
not
my
wondering.
God.
That's, yeah.
Even tell me about this whole aspect of your life. Just,
Well, listen, he's
Wow.
relaxed because
Yeah.
of you. That helps in golf.
Oh, yeah?
He's a yogi.
That really helps
Breathing.
in life.
There's a great book. Gosh, I can't remember her name, but who wrote a book about breathing and golf.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Fascinating.
It
I
is,
wanna read
yeah.
it.
Oh, it's excellent. God, her name will come to me.
Okay.
It's a lady that wrote it. It's phenomenal. It talks about the golfers and who breathed and them learning how to breathe and so forth to reduce the stress.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
golf
Yeah,
is
because-
a stress-induced game.
Here's the thing, too, like how important is tempo in golf?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is,
Right.
Everything, timing. Yeah.
Relax. Not, I'm going to kill that ball. Here
No.
it goes.
You're like a
The minute you
cadence.
tense up, it's the minute
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
You're done. And so, but yoga's been able to bring me back to where I strengthen my core that I can play, golf again. I mean, for 40 years, I didn't pick up a golf club.
Yeah.
We touched on something that a lot of people really do need to understand. People watch too much television. It's like a full-time job. They'll watch 6-7 hours of television a day,
Yeah.
which is insane. And
Yeah.
they wonder why they're not happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go outside, go for a walk, do something, get out. They're doing research now that one of the biggest dangers to health now is sitting too long every day.
Mm. I bet.
Right? Executives do it. I have to stand up in my office and remind myself.
Mm-hmm.
But people that retire and they sit in front of the TV and the couch for 8 hours a day, and their body goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
don't
couldn't.
stay active.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
couldn't.
No.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
She couldn't.
No.
But
Yeah.
the vast majority do. And so you've got to feed your mind and your body. Feed it with
Nice.
good stuff.
Well put.
Always.
And stay away from the naysayers and the noise.
Yeah.
So you're this golfer. You could have gone pro, but you
Well,
didn't.
I don't know if I could. I did win 2 collegiate golf tournaments as a collegiate player, but I realized
Great.
at a given point in time when I was playing against people like Andy Bean and Curtis Strange and all these great golfers, past great golfers, that I just wasn't as good. It's a different level.
Oh, and today,
it's
look at them today.
Right. It's a totally different level.
Yeah.
And so I realized early on, I said, well, I'm not going to make it, as a golfer.
You know what's so funny? They once showed Johnny Miller's golf bag when he shot that 63. And I'm looking at it going, how in the hell did he do that with those
Those
old
little clubs.
woods?
Yeah.
And that's impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that different level feel like when you're competing against it? Like, I'm just curious. What is that? What is the difference? Is it more like like God-given, all like natural talent, or do these guys just work?
I think it's natural talent and it's ability for them to control their mind.
That's why Tiger was so, he had
they
the
are
strongest
just
mind.
so focused
Yeah.
on a single task, on a single shot, on a single putt, that it's just controlling that mind that takes them a step above. You try as an amateur, you try, but it's difficult,
Yeah, but you have that. I mean, I never knew that you do, and I never knew that you got that full scholarship. That is incredibly
See,
difficult.
this is why he's humble. He doesn't have to prove anything.
He is.
He's quiet,
He's just
inwardly.
great. And he has this company that continues to blossom, and not to mention an unbelievable family. I think your son's also now helping out.
3 boys, yeah.
Your wife, Mary, is an integral part of the business.
She retired.
Okay, good for her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
That's
she
right.
created it.
How long have you been
Her
married?
essence.
39 years.
Oh,
Ellen, have you ever been married?
I've never been married. Raised my
Okay.
son solo.
Yeah.
I always think that I want to do it, but I only want to do it once.
Right.
So with that, 39 years.
Mm-hmm.
What? Please, what's your secret?
I guess we rarely argue. Rarely. I can think of maybe
It's
2
like
times.
That is just-
It's 39 years that we've really had
Tom,
an
you're really
argument.
going to make me cry.
Now,
Like, how?
I don't know. We just avoid it, I guess. We see the other one's upset,
Well,
or you see something's going wrong.
I think it's
and you just
obvious
avoid it.
that you
You work it out.
are happy.
I
Because
know.
happy people don't look for arguments.
Yeah.
Happy people
it?
Yeah. You
look
don't
at
pick.
something that's difficult and go, okay, let me pause, let me breathe, let me not react about this. Let me see how I want to respond. Where someone who's unhappy, living paycheck to paycheck, feel there's no hope, and dare I say, I stay out of religion and politics, but I do believe in God. Okay? And if you don't believe in a higher power, then that's probably why they're tweaked out and they're easy to get angry and thinking that life has no meaning whatsoever.
Yeah.
So you two must have obviously been, well, you still are happy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're like, you didn't come home like, I can't believe this crew and I no one listens to me. You don't come home like that, right?
No.
Well,
when I leave the office stays at the office.
That's
you know,
important.
I mean,
That is the key,
That's
right?
a key,
that is the
too.
key. And
That's a good one.
we used to have, we did date nights every week. You know, they always have a date night. You know, so we
You're gonna make Ellen cry.
No, these are rare things, though. People don't
but
do
you need
this.
to communicate. You need to get on the same page, whatever it is, whether it's the kids and how they're being reared and so forth, to the
Yes.
school they're going to go to or not go to. I mean,
But-
so it's
Wow.
But I'm telling you, you two were inherently happy. That's the difference. It's kind of like you two are going to the yoga and you're breathing correctly, you're relaxing. How many people in my book? I'll give you a copy. I think you have a copy, Alan. I have a new version where I did some editing, and in my book I talk about most people don't even take 15 minutes a day to do nothing and just breathe and go, okay, the day's over. See, I'm doing it now. I'm not even thinking about what I have to do. I'm just like, let me be happy that I don't have to do anything for 15 minutes.
Right. We woke up today.
So,
It's a
right.
blessing.
A lot of people never do
especially at
that.
my age.
They're on, and the thing is, think about the Buddhist philosophy. If you can't control it or change it, then the only thing you can do is change your response to it.
Yes.
And to get tweaked out over something you cannot control or change is what the vast majority
Ellen, have you
of
been
society-
coaching him? Or is he
No.
coaching you? I mean,
No, I'm just
taking it all in.
we have that in common.
She's
and-
a wealth of information in the yoga class during the
But
instruction.
it makes sense because this is a universal truth that I didn't come up with it. Neither did she. This is old, ancient Stoic philosophy. That's why they lived longer back then, and they were happier, and that's how we should live as human beings. The problem is our society is so polarized, and they get caught up in us versus them when we have all so much in common rather than different. We want to be happy. We want a good life. We want love. We want to feel like we matter. But the problem is everyone's looking for external ways in finding it when it's all inside.
Mm.
And so I'm recognizing that you two had a great marriage. You don't argue. Why? Because you're happy and you're.
That's the same thing arguing. We had
You're
discussions
choice.
about the that white versus this white in the house.
It's always the little things.
It's the little things. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
After building 2 homes, I
Yes.
finally said to the last one here, I said, you know what, I don't care anymore. I'm not going to pick out a color.
Because
that.
she cared about it more than you, and you were like, well,
Yeah, and
I love
she's gonna hear this, I guess. She has little design sense, But I'm grown up in the design world. I deal with architects and
Part of
designers,
you.
and it's just part of what we
Yeah,
do. So I have a
yes.
lot of.
but she knows what she likes.
She knows what she likes, but only she has to see it first. She can't visualize
Okay.
it. So a lot of times, when you're building something, you need to visualize it to the end. You're not going to build it and say, well, now I don't like it.
Yeah, that's right.
But that does happen, though.
Oh, it does happen.
It does happen, and
Yeah,
you're like,
sure.
remember, we talked about this before I built it. I said, "Are you sure?" And you said, "Yes, I am."
Probably experience that often.
So what do you do? What do you do when you build something and then you go, "Yeah, Tom, I'm not feeling it."
Yeah, do you have to start over?
Well, you take a road that's the least resistant and happy. You can't. You're not going to beat your head against the wall.
But what I'm saying, they say, I mean, especially wood. You ordered it, you built
you're talking
it.
about
Right,
his
and
clients.
yes. God made this. Don't blame me because
is
I'm not
great.
there.
That's great.
Right,
I get it.
That's what it
Good
is.
strategy. That's right.
Right?
But even with your wife and any relationship, it's like I read. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy?
That's
Yes, I
So when
believe
you
that.
said that, I
Yes.
was like, oh, that's a
Yes.
good theory.
Yeah,
You
that's
want to be
Just
right or do you
allowing
yes.
it,
Right.
allowing it, right?
I can't be both.
That's excellent. And Tom, how many children do you have?
I have 3 boys.
Yes, and
3 boys.
several are now involved in the business.
The youngest and the
Yes.
middle child, and
Yes.
my oldest helps us on a financial analyst way. In
Wonderful.
building the growth of the business.
Yeah.
He's a stockholder.
Yes.
They're
It's
all
great.
stockholders, so
Yes.
they're interested in seeing it, continue forward. Of course, my
course.
oldest son is a money guy.
Yes.
He's always about
What do you mean? He does it for a living, or?
Yeah, he works for a big company, and
Okay.
he's the financial guy for the company.
Yeah.
If you own their stock, he is in charge of making sure the dividends get paid out and what the dividend's going to be.
Oh, okay.
So he's got a great job. He doesn't need our help.
Yeah. Wonderful.
But
Yeah.
he loves it,
Yeah.
and he's helping his sons, his brothers out.
Absolutely.
Which
And
is great.
you have a recent Harvard grad too, right?
Yeah, he's the Harvard grad.
Yeah.
and-
He is. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
He didn't
Great.
go there on a scholarship, did he?
Well, they give you a grant.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, and the interest rate on that grant, that's not like the regular student loans, is 1%.
Because the alumni society is so
Well,
correct.
they've got more
robust.
money than most countries,
Yeah, the
I
Ivies
mean,
Wow.
can be quite,
right. So when he first left when he graduated and left the university, he worked out with his first employer that if he stayed on for 5 years, they would pay off his college education.
phenomenal.
So he stayed 5 years, and they paid off his education.
What a responsible person.
Yeah.
What a
It's-
smart
it's-
person.
it's-
What
Yeah,
a
yeah.
smart and responsible, like his dad.
I don't. Yeah, listen, I had no idea when he applied. He didn't tell me he was applying.
Oh,
Yeah.
My
okay.
father and my family goes back to Yale, and so.
Wow.
Oh, so that's like,
right.
whoa,
That's
yeah.
He just called me one day and said, "Hey, Dad, I got accepted into Harvard." I said, "No, what are you talking about?"
No, I did.
Right.
So
That's great.
That's-
Oh my God.
Yale and Harvard are,
They're on there.
they compete with each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he had done a summer internship down at Stanford.
But I think we had more presidents that went to Yale than Harvard. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure.
think.
Yeah.
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 You did a master's at Stanford, did you say?
No, he did a research paper
Okay.
study at Stanford, and he wanted to go there, and they didn't accept him.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, you see, look at that.
I know.
He's bringing in more quality people into this world. He's,
Yes, of course.
Do they have any kids?
Well, we're expecting our first grandchild at the end of this month,
Oh, wow.
December 30th.
Oh my God, a Christmas baby.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
A baby girl.
So,
Blessing.
you're going to give me some pointers on the golf course, right?
Sure,
I
sure.
love the game, but I
Sure.
never know which game's going to show
Well,
up.
none of us do.
Really? It's not anything that you can kind of feel ahead
you
of time.
try to, it's a game that.
Yeah, my
you
A
can't
game
conquer
is-
this game.
you
It's
can't.
impossible
It
to conquer.
is.
Is that why you like it? Is that what you like
Maybe
about it?
it
Kind
is.
of?
It's a challenge, and I love competition.
And
I play in a lot of tournaments. I love competition.
You do. And what's interesting too is kind of like yoga with that. Every day's a different day.
Yeah.
So,
But the difference in yoga is nobody's keeping your score. nobody's judging you. Nobody
Yeah.
judges
Yeah.
you in the yoga room.
no.
You do what you can do. There's people in there that have to hold on to the wall.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone's
okay.
different. Yeah.
It's
And every
okay.
day's different. We
Every-
Yeah,
say.
let me rethink
Every
about this
day.
yoga thing. I don't want you guys to kill me. with it.
No, there's no
just-
judgment.
And what time?
Just
What
show
time do you go
up.
to the class? When-
He's there at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm usually at the gym by 6:30.
yeah.
You could join the 6. There's also an 8. There's also classes all day long.
Yeah.
It's right there on
Yes.
Federal,
right?
right?
Here,
Yeah,
right
right
here
down
on
the-
right,
right down the
Route
street.
1. Yes. Hot Yoga Jupiter.
Ellen, if they
Yes.
want to tell them about your studio, because some
Oh.
people listening might want to go.
Well, I teach at Hot Yoga Jupiter, but I also have my own holistic healing business where I do hypnosis, trauma fascia release, reparenting, breath work, yoga if you want a private instruction, because I also teach yin. And what am I missing? Oh, Thai yoga massage. So, and acupressure. I am mobile, but I often do get space. At
You have a
Hot Yoga Jupiter.
website or a?
I do. L Sacred Healing, www.lsacredhealing.com. So, yeah.
I would say give a number, but I don't want, you know how crazy this world is. Right? Hey, yo, I kind of saw you, and I want a yoga too,
Oh my gosh. So, what do you see in that's hysterical. What do you see in the future as far as, any challenges or anything you were trying to kind of get ahead, or any goals, projections for Jacaranda?
Well, my son, the oldest one, he figured out how to do a buyout. which was great because you own a small business, an independent business. One of the toughest things is to figure out how you're going to either sell it,
How do you
how
evaluate
do
it?
you
Yeah.
legacy to it,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Just like my father and I, when he was retiring and selling the business, we could not come up with a valuation that was, together.
Right. Totally.
So
everyone has a different
right,
idea.
everybody has a different idea. So I
Right.
said to him, I said, you know what? I'll pay you your salary the rest of your life, however long you live. I'll pay your salary. And it
So
worked
it's
out.
like, yeah.
You know.
alright.
I am gonna cry. That,
You are.
oh my God. How many people actually do that?
I
They'll
don't
say,
know.
"Oh, I'll give you a cut," or.
The
You know what I
problem
mean?
It was
like-
his father, so
Yeah.
I'm glad
But
that.
I mean, but still,
But
no.
the problem
but you would
is
be
I'm
surprised.
paying the price now because
Why?
the valuation then was when the stock was gifted more or less, and so
Right.
now I'm paying all the capital gains on it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, but that's okay.
Yes.
I mean, you should usually have a company that can evaluate it and
Oh, we
say
did
what
back
it's
then.
worth. Yeah,
Yeah. And we did
because
recently.
it's
Good.
based on materials and everything, but also revenue and profitability and future revenue. It's hard. I mean, I think I don't know when I want to retire because the way I look at it with my business is, as long as I'm helping nice people, I'm not swinging a hammer at a construction site. I'm meeting people in a nice air-conditioned office.
A nice lunch or dinner or whatever.
Whatever. And so it'll come to a point where maybe I just don't want the responsibility anymore. But I could do this into my 70 because I pick and choose who I help, right?
Right.
So I made a joke with you that I don't have a minimum requirement, except don't be a pain in the you-know-what.
Yeah.
So you could have only 10,000 to your name, and I will help you and tell you. But you could have 3 million, and
Be a pain in the
I'll be showing you the door in like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Not that I'm all that or God's gift to finance. It's just, I know what I bring to the table. If you're a client, I really care. You want to call me at 8 o'clock at night because there's an issue? You can do that. Or I'm there for you. I'm looking for lifelong relationships. So that's why I think I can continue doing this till dude, when are you going to retire already,
Yeah.
But yours, you do a lot traveling with yours,
I'm
aren't you?
not doing as much travel as I used to. I've cut back. I have co-president now, so
Okay.
so she takes care of a lot of that, and I have salespeople that go out there and travel around. So
Yeah.
I just gave up a trip to Toronto. I didn't want to go; it's too cold.
Yeah.
They're going to Tokyo in February. I said, you guys can go.
Oh, good.
I've done it so many times. It's not, it's.
Yeah, I hear you.
Are you looking for new clients? I mean, I know it sounds like
Yeah.
a stupid question.
Oh,
no,
in
we're-
business.
I was gonna
Absolutely,
ask
we're always
Okay.
looking
So
for new
what's
business.
your website?
Yes.
It's jacaranda.com.
Okay.
And as you say, like the country club.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And but we got the Jacaranda before they did. So
Yeah, wonderful.
That's a heck of a. It used to be years ago. I played it in. I don't want to show my age. Years ago.
I've won 2 Broward amateurs there, senior playing.
Wow.
One was, last year before last. I lost this year to the guy, beat me by 1 stroke. But anyway, so
Now you're older now, so you don't hit the ball as far, but it doesn't matter as much. It's accuracy. That's what I try and tell people with golf. I mean, because these guys destroy the ball.
yeah, they're
it's
bombers.
like 310 on a fly.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Incredible.
It is
That's all incredible.
We have Kyle Berkshire, the long drive guy. You
Yeah.
know, he was for a year practicing over at PGA National, which I belong to. And I've watched him. I don't know if you know the 9th hole there, going to the Cognizant Classic or Honda Classic, but the 9th hole, is probably 360, 380 if you're doing a direct shot. The hole probably plays 385, 390 on a regular basis. I watch him drive the green. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I'm hitting not even from his tee back there. I'm hitting driver 7-iron or 9-iron, or it depends upon the wind and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, they are insane, and as a collegiate golfer, I was a short hitter. And that's why I realized, I said, I can't keep up with these guys.
No, you can't. It's the accuracy. I mean, one of my favorite golfers to follow was Corey Pavin. He didn't hit the ball far, but man, he could get up and down from anywhere.
Yeah.
Like he'll be 200 yards away. Yeah, no problem. I might get up and down within 8 feet of the cup. And he wasn't driving like a lot of those, you know. Besides yoga, do you do any other kind of exercise?
I've gotten into pickleball a little bit lately.
That is the thing that's catching
that's
on,
a
right?
dangerous sport.
Yeah,
The orthopedic surgeons love you.
It's terrible. Just a little
I think
bit.
there's that many injuries in pickleball.
Oh,
so
tons.
funny.
Because it's
Tons.
so close.
Their ankles.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
don't warm up, and they twist and they go fast and they stop. You know.
That is.
All right, here's
hysterical.
another sport that I'm going to stay away from.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, no,
There you
I'm gonna stay away from it too.
Yeah. So you
There
do
you go.
pickleball, okay?
Just a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
I prefer tennis, but I'm not great at it. Pickleball, I feel like is a little. People will probably be upset with me for saying this. Probably easier.
We
I
got
would
to
like to-
play a prank and hire someone to upset her, just to be cool.
Yeah,
I just want to see what she's like.
I
you
don't
know,
think
what
it should
she-
happen.
No, right? She'll
No.
be like,
No.
oh, I'm sorry.
She's
sir.
melodramatic.
She'll be like,
No.
I'm sorry about your childhood.
Right.
You can get over it.
Right, we can work on that.
Just breathe.
Get you through it. Little trauma fascia release. We can do that definitely.
Yeah.
And
So,
congratulations to you on your over 100 podcasts, right?
oh, yes.
We
I
just
believe
hit a
it was.
milestone there,
I
milestone with
don't know how it happened.
your
but-
Amazon podcasts, yes.
So, I don't know. I don't know how many episodes are on my channel too, because I haven't always videotaped all of them. I like to do both because it's funny, people, and I stopped doing radio for the same reason, right?
Yeah.
Because I was in Stewart and, yeah, Denny, I like you, but I'm not tuning in at 9 and whatever the hour
Right.
is. Podcasts, they can anytime.
Anytime.
And then what I found too is I started doing videotaping because a lot of people will turn on YouTube while they're doing the dishes or something else and just listen to it. They won't turn on the podcast, but they'll turn on to YouTube and just listen to it and not watch
Because
it.
they want to
Yeah.
see who is that behind there.
Well, I don't
And
know.
after they see
Yeah.
it, then they're just listening.
But
Yes,
believe me,
yes.
I would like to find a promoter to do more. I had a co-host for a while who was a casting director, Marla,
Yeah.
one of my favorite people in the world. She is so bubbly and funny. We could talk about anything, and it's
Yeah.
interesting. She keeps me in stitches.
Right.
I'm like the straight guy, and she's like the bubbly,
Yeah.
because she's a casting director. She has major shows like The Biggest Loser, the Adult Senior Bachelorette, a lot of shows. And she's so funny
Can I
and it's
apply to that?
interesting. What's that?
There you go.
Apply to that.
Let's do it.
So
Let's do it
I
there.
would like to find more promotion because I have a quiet dream that the show could take off, and I keep getting different guests because the guests are what make the show. I mean, I'm okay. I'm interesting most of the time, but if I have a really cool guest, that's what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Where we laugh, or they'll share some stories. I've had some cancer survivors where I asked them honestly. I was like, "Wow, did you think you weren't going to make it?" And they said, "Yeah, I did." And then I changed my mindset,
Mm,
and then I changed my diet,
mm.
and I started believing. And then they went into remission. See, that's powerful stuff.
Yes.
And
yes.
I've had one who was literally dead and came back.
Yeah.
And she woke up and the whole family was looking at her like, and she's like, "What happened? I remember going to sleep and that's it."
Mm.
And so I'm looking for different things. I like business owners because, look, America was built on
It
people
still
like
is.
you and I
Small businesses
that are
do.
small businesses, right? I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
like we talked about competition. Of course, there's the Fidelity, Schwab's, and all the people out there, but they don't have me. Again, not that I'm God's gift to finance, but I have a different approach than a lot of people do. I listen and I try and explain things simply. So you're not going to, a lot of those places do have minimums. Like
Yeah.
if you don't have at least $500,000,
Yeah, they don't want time.
you may not even get a live agent.
Yeah.
That's how so to me, I thought that was great. Just like a lot of advisors were upset when Schwab started doing discount trade. Oh, I can't make a living because you can only do it for 10. I go, well, I'm not a trader, so I don't care.
Right.
I'm a trusted advisor. They come to me with money they want to keep, and I protect their family. So I'm sure with what you do, you have plenty of competition, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do you?
Not plenty of competition. We're pretty unique with one of our products, but we've started to see some competition, and that's fair game. That's fine.
Right.
Absolutely.
We have longevity in the field, in the marketplace, so we have a built up demand, so to speak. So
Sure.
if they're gonna do the offices of the president, sure, we'll be there.
Sure.
We'll supply.
And Ellen, there's only a few yoga studios in the country, right?
Well,
But do you ever see some where you're like, ooh, they're not really doing it right? I mean, have you ever
Well,
seen that? I'm not to mention
yeah.
any names.
yeah, I mean, sure, because I was teaching globally too. We talked
Yeah,
about that on
that's
our
right.
podcast for about 5 years. So you do see all kinds of things, but I think if the intent is pure, especially with yoga, whatever the issue may be, whether it's location or certain dynamics aren't right, it's all pretty much for the most part good energy within. Exactly.
It's
There's so
funny.
many
Can't
different
beat it.
styles of yoga too.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what.
and that's the big thing. So you might want to find your niche, just like she mentioned. She
Yeah.
teaches yin yoga. Yin yoga is phenomenal. I love it.
Phenomenal.
And,
So what is that? What is yin yoga? What
I'll
is
let
that?
Ellen explain.
Yeah. So yin is just doing less but holding the pose for longer. So you really can trigger into certain areas, activate it, massage it, breathe through it, experience it. Just sort of then, I guess the end result would be to release it. So if you're working on any strategic areas, and if not, just to activate, there's always with yin, I don't think any one yin classes it's always different.
It's
from
always
another.
different,
It's
yeah.
not like our system with
I would think
hot
for
yoga.
me,
Yeah.
what I would want out of yoga is first of all to stretch, because I just don't
Yeah.
stretch.
Oh, well,
and I think
that's
it's
by
so
default.
important.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Also,
Yes.
think about it. If we don't stretch, tying our shoelaces become a chore.
Yeah.
And I lift weights, so even more reason why I should. But the whole breath thing, where
Always.
have you ever? I always
They
have to
end
ask.
all.
Have you ever had someone take your class and go, "Yeah, this didn't do it for me"?
Yeah, sure.
You have really?
Sure.
Like they went through
maybe it was too hot. Maybe it was too cold. We
Too
have
cold.
Yeah. Oh, like Tom said, we hear it all, don't we?
yeah,
We hear it all.
people and they're there to relax and do yoga.
Right.
They focus on things that are so
Yeah.
out of the norm. Don't worry about that door crack.
Well, that's just their mind trying
No
to
way.
settle.
They don't.
I think that's just the mind trying to settle, so they grasp onto,
Right.
Well,
that
here's
they're
the
comfortable
thing.
with.
They can't let it go.
They
Re-
can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they can't let it
interesting.
go. Or it's not hot
Remember,
enough. It's not hot
Yeah.
enough.
If you're not happy, you're going to be looking for things to point out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where if you are happy, it's not going to bother you.
Yes.
Like, people that are OCD or perfectionists, I really feel sorry for them because they don't understand that sometimes imperfection is beautiful within itself
Yeah.
if you accept it
Right.
and you learn from it.
Go with the flow.
But to always
Right.
try and control everything, that's, man, I would have to take medications to deal with that if that's how I was. And as it is, I'm not on medications, and I want to keep it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we all have in the yoga room. You tend to develop a spot that you like in the room.
Okay.
Yes.
And you want to be there and go to that spot.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to understand this. What does he mean by that? Like,
It's an area that it's just again going back to these things that you feel comfortable with.
so you,
But it's
put
all in
your
your
mat
mind.
down.
there's a part
Yes.
in the room that. What if someone else is already in the spot?
Well, then that's
Oh,
a
it could
difficult
be-
thing.
That
Sometimes the people will go and move that mat over while the other person's
No,
out.
man,
and
no.
oh yeah.
You're territorial like
Oh,
dogs.
we're very territorial.
so we're just talking about triggers, right?
Yes.
All this is triggers, and it's like And I think triggers can be our most unbelievable mentors. It's like, oh, wait, why is that showing up for me? You know, just take a second, breathe through it. It's probably something from childhood that we're holding on to.
Like I joke about,
You know?
right?
Yeah.
Still
that's
not
it.
over your childhood.
That's it. And,
Yeah.
and we all, you know,
Yeah,
for being
I-
honest, we
I-
all have them.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
I take my
yeah.
water.
We all
I
have
go in. I take my water. I put it in the freezer in the back room, so that when we have the savasana time, which is we lay down on our mat
Yes.
before we go to the floor exercise, I get my frozen water. You know,
Yes.
I have to have my frozen water. If they're out of the water, I'm like,
That's just but that's your
You
gift.
know, I
that's your
think-
gift to yourself.
I think the funny thing, for me at least, I crack myself up. When I don't take myself too seriously, which I have in the past, I'm a pretty funny guy to observe. Like,
Yeah.
look what you did. Like, wow.
Yeah, that's
How'd
great.
that work out for you? You know?
That's
You-
kind of the key.
That is
Yeah.
the key, right?
yeah,
And so I could tell immediately when we were speaking in my office that yes, we're talking about your business, but this message we're having today, I hope it resonates with some listeners, because a lot of people when we share this, they go, "Oh, yeah, easy for you to say." Well, yes and no. At first, it seems hard, but then once you
you've
make
got to
it a habit,
practice it. You have
Yeah.
to practice it.
it gets easier.
It's a
like golf,
practice. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
It's a practice.
anything.
Right.
Like even diet, I used to joke that, man, give me pizza and chicken wings, and I'm like, whoa. And then flush it down with some chocolate and peanut butter. Yeah. but when I shifted into no, more broccoli, asparagus, lean proteins, give up all right, you won't be the life of the party at that moment, but in 2 hours when they're stumbling,
Yeah.
you'll be like, how you doing? How you
And
doing?
you'll feel better the next day.
You'll feel
right?
better the next day.
Especially when you go to our class in the morning.
Can you really smell when someone's like,
I can.
do you
Yes.
say anything?
No, of course not.
She's too kind for that. She doesn't.
You know what though? I just want to go back to our triggers because I just heard something interesting about from an ex-CIA guy that I follow actually, named Chase Hughes, and he said the number one thing that he'd love to teach people is how relentlessly you can forgive yourself the moment you start thinking about regrets and shame, or even the moment after something happens. I love myself, I forgive myself. He said that is probably the most powerful tool as far as progression.
Exactly.
Interpersonal progression.
Our self-talk. And it goes
Yes.
back to my point, getting rid of negative behaviors, which means getting rid of negative thoughts. Because if it doesn't serve our higher self, what are we doing? Right? It's got to have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't, then we shouldn't engage in it.
Yeah.
But it takes work,
It's work.
It is work. A lot of distractions.
I've had some recent experiences playing music where one time it was so hilarious. Recently, I'm doing a solo, and like one of my favorite songs, and this guy comes up and goes right in my face on stage. Hey man, Hey man, you do any Phil Collins? I'm soloing and I'm going, no, I don't. So I turn, then he walks toward me, he goes, well, what about In the Air Tonight? That's a good song.
Whoa.
This is going on while I'm on stage.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the recent history, Denny, would have been like, dude, which bait and tackle shop do you work in? Because I'm going to come there and burn it down and then go after your family. So I just kind of like smiled it off and let it go. And, but that takes practice and work. There was another incident that happened that wouldn't have happened if I didn't have the right mindset. And yes, I was drinking water. Alcohol has a way of
Really?
not letting you be
Escalating
calm
things,
Yes.
and reasonable after a few.
Yeah.
So, but what he said is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Forgive yourself.
The
You have to
moment-
love yourself. How can you love anyone else if you
Yeah,
don't
can't
love
love
yourself?
Yes. The moment something
If you
happens.
despise yourself,
Yes.
how can you love someone else?
Right. Right.
I have to
regret.
stop cussing at myself in yoga.
Right,
I
yeah.
fall out.
What do you say?
I never hear it.
But listen, you should
But your
laugh.
self-talk
You
is the
should
most
laugh.
important thing.
I do.
I
but-
crack myself up.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And it's just kind of like, Oh, okay.
Yesterday, one of the girls stumbled out of her posture, and kind of fell into me, and I, hello, neighbor,
Yeah, there you go.
right,
It's good,
It
right?
happens.
We say that.
That's right.
It's a little blessing when
Yeah.
you get, touched by your neighbor.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
I thank you for the new friend I have
I
here.
know.
He's going to help
See?
me with golf. I could maybe help him with
Incredible.
finance and other things.
Incredible.
But how do we help
CEO.
Ellen Murphy? Because she's like the conduit here.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
No, it's just lovely.
When she
to
asked
be
me to do this, I
together.
was like,
You said I'm
No.
not that interested.
I'm not
I
interesting,
know,
and
and
I don't.
look-
Whatever.
And look at him.
I
I
never
mean,
done a
it's
podcast.
so
But it's
many
so
things
funny.
I'm learning.
My
A
son's
yogi,
I'm on the phone with him this
s-
morning. I said, well, you head in the office? I said, no, I'm going to go do a podcast. They said, what?
Exactly.
I love
A
it.
podcast. What do you mean a
Right,
podcast?
yeah.
You're not a podcast
I
guy.
mean, I just want to summarize. A scratch golfer,
Hello.
right?
Yeah.
Almost a full ride to University of Miami on golf.
On golf.
A
Entrepreneur,
successful
business
entrepreneur,
owner.
keeping it alive. Not
Happy
only
marriage.
39 years.
Not obesely out of
Three
shape.
That's life.
unbelievable children, that all of which are happy, and these are amazing.
This is what
things.
people need to know. If you can do it, they can do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I think I can't top it after that. So tune in where I'm sure the next guest, well, they'll be different. But man, we had a nice full house
Very nice.
today.
Thank you.
Ellen,
Thank you.
watch it. We might be able to make this into a habit. I don't know. But
We love that.
tune in next time on Denny Artachi Show. Remember Jacaranda. And remember, if you want to get hot and loose, yoga-wise, go see Ellen Murphy. Okay?
Thank you.
See you next time. Thanks.
Thank you.